All right, Shalom, Shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Yahweh is the true name of God in the Hebrew tongue. Bahashem means in the name of, and Yahushai is the true name of the Son of the Most High. And Rakakodash is the Holy Spirit. And double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kazak, back with another lesson, and I'm going to have to make this one a quick one. But I came across this in the news, and, I got a quick video. I'll just play this real quick.
A teacher has been sent to prison after a row over his refusal to use gender-neutral pronouns for a transgender student. A court order told him to stay away from the school after he was suspended. However, he failed to do so and was arrested. A woman has...
I'll play that part again.
A teacher has been sent to prison after a row over his refusal to use gender-neutral pronouns for a transgender student. A court order told him to stay away from the school after he was suspended. However, he failed to do so and was arrested.
The main reason why this man got arrested was because he not only did he not use the pronoun, but because they said he should stay away from the school, and he refused to stay away. So then he got arrested. But ultimately, he was told, step away from the school because you refused to abide by, using the pronouns, because that's what they're pushing in the school now. Now in the schools, you actually have students that are transgender. You actually have students who were born male, but they'll tell you they identify as a woman, and you have to use the pronoun she. And that's the world that we're living in. So let me just get this precept in the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and the point is in verse 8. And it reads, "And there followed another angel saying," Salakia, I'll read that again. Revelation chapter 14, verse 8. "And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." And Babylon is ultimately America, okay? Babylon in the Hebrew, Babel meaning confusion, and Lon meaning land, okay? The land of confusion. That's why in the land of confusion, you're no longer a man if you're born male, or you're no longer a woman if you're born female. Because this is the land of confusion, everything goes, there's no order. But see, this is why the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established. Let me get that precept. One that is profitable. Because right now, the earth that we're living in is not currently profitable with the behavior that's going on. So Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 3, "An unwise king," which, in this context would be Esau. He's an unwise ruler who's currently ruling the earth. So an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Because currently, if you don't use the correct pronouns, they'll damn near lock your ass up, man. Let me get that. A man offender for a word. Isaiah. Okay, this is a good one. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 20. Salaki, I keep getting phone calls, so I'm going to have to... Isaiah chapter 29, verse 19. "The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel." Okay, the meek is starting off, with the Israelites, but the true Israelites that have woken up to the truth about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Poor is just synonymous of weak. We don't have strength in this society. Okay, so the meek, okay, which is also synonymous of the elect. "The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one, which is Esau Edom, is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." Verse 21, "That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in a gate." You see, these type of legislations, that's nothing but a snare for those that reprove, for those that bring this truth out. So, "That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught." And best believe, if they're persecuting, Edomites, imagine what they're going to do to the true men of the Lord. So I'll just read this article from the Daily Mail, then I got to bounce. So this heading reads, "I love my school, but I am here today because I would not call a boy a girl. Teacher who refused to use student gender-neutral pronouns condemns insanity as he is jailed in Ireland." And best believe this is coming to the true men of the Lord, as the scripture says. But, as the scripture says, before honor is humility. So we're going to have to go through this humiliation. But ultimately, the Lord, he's going to reward his true men for standing stiffly. Okay, I'll end off there. stood so stiff. I'll read from verse 44. So this is the prophet Ezra. He had seen the elect, and he was asking the angel, who are those that he was witnessing? So it reads, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now are they crowned and received palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in her hand? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, so Yahushai, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we have to stand stiffly and you know, just declare the truth no matter what they do to us, man. So, you know, with that, I'm going to end this lesson off. I hope it was an edifying lesson. Salakia is hella rushed. But call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, Shalom.